Yeah, so YouTube is very weird. And the more that I use the website, the more weird it becomes. Like I started using YouTube. I'm an old school YouTuber. Like I remember going to YouTube when it was like 2006, like when the first site first came out. But back then, it was mostly just being used for people uploading illegal copies or just pirating like movies and stuff. Like you would go on YouTube if you wanted to watch a movie or something, or like a TV show or just anything you could think of, really. Um, but yeah, the more and more I use it, the weirder it seems to get because, like, I remember, and I know I'm fairly certain a couple of you out there have found my old journals from like I think it was like, what was it, like 2016 to like 2021 sometime that I was uploading. I didn't think they were as easily findable as they were. But I'm fairly certain a couple of you out there have found them because it was as easy as, I realized that it was easy as like searching up Hey Major Seventh. And I had a journal out there that mentioned Hey Major Seventh at one point. Yeah, but I actually made a journal at one point called Quantum Tomfoolery, where I was talking about how it seemed like the videos that I was watching, or not the videos actually, it was just like real life events and videos in addition to this. It just seemed like they were like knowing things that they couldn't possibly have known, you know? One example of this is I remember I was in my car driving and I was just thinking of an old video from a while ago. Just for no reason, I was thinking of this video. It was of like it's like this 3D animation where there's like this person that's buying an iPhone, and they just keep saying like the one character is like trying to say like, oh well, the Android's even better. You know, the Android's got so many better features, but the characters keep saying, I don't care, I don't care, I don't care. Like, you know, one of those types of videos. I don't know if anybody out there is going to get that reference, but yeah, I was just thinking of that video. Like I wasn't talking about it out loud, so it wasn't like my phone could pick me, hear me talking about it, and then like recommend it to me based on what I was saying. I was literally only thinking of that video. And lo and behold, I go home on the computer, open up YouTube, and there's that video staring at me. Like, how could it have possibly known that I was thinking of that, you know? Like maybe it's possible that I was maybe like I was scrolling through YouTube and I saw that video recommended in like a side recommendation like before, and I just forgot about it, and YouTube like saw that I stopped on it for a second. Like maybe there was some kind of thing like that, but I started thinking like, I wonder if Google is secretly using quantum computers. And that is like the weird sort of like coincidences that keep coming up aren't like some weird emergent property of Google using quantum computers, you know? Because I always thought that there was going to be some kind of strangeness that came out of quantum computers, like some weird thing that we didn't expect to happen. Like, I remember one time, I was talking to my brother about this one time, like, I was saying that quantum computers will make it so that, oh man, I don't know how to. This is, I don't even remember the specifics of like what I was saying, but it was like quantum computers will make it seem like the world is all about you, you know? Like everything is something about you. Because you know what it was? I remember because quantum computers, what they're really good at is like if you have a sea of information and you need to like pick out one thing out of a sea of information, it's really good at like collapsing that one point of information that is like really difficult to sort through or something like that. I remember it was something like that. But my theory was that I thought that advertisers, like people that were into advertising or like advertising companies, would be like chomping at the bit to get at that, because it could mean that they could like if they really wanted to advertise something like super specific to you, quantum computers would be great at that because they can pinpoint like exactly what you want, like what you don't even know that you want, you know? Yeah, but yeah, it actually gets weirder than that, you know, because it's like, it seems like when you have a YouTube channel, you sort of attract these people that are almost like doppelgangers of yourself, you know? Like there's a bunch of like different, it seems like there's a bunch of different versions of yourself out there. With just like, you know, a couple of the knobs turned in a different direction. I was actually in my new script for my new video that I'm writing for the main channel. As I said, it seems like, you know, us people living out their lives is almost like, it's almost like you're sort of pouring paint over an invisible person, or like sketching over a penny with a pencil. But, you know, just some of us are just tracing over the same spiritual penny, you know, like it's our lives are not our own, but we're just sort of tracing over spiritual pennies that exist in the spirit world or whatever. Because it does seem like people out there, like I get comments all the time telling me like, are we living the same life? You know, it's so strange. Just because, I mean, you wouldn't have had this before. Like, this sort of like, you know, putting yourself out there and just like, you know, people finding you, this could never have existed at any time other than the present. And, you know, maybe it's revealing something about reality, you know. The fact that I can go online and make videos and like, you know, attract these people that are basically different versions of myself. Like maybe that's hinting at some weird underlying property of reality that we haven't figured out yet, you know, that we wouldn't have even like thought about until this came around, you know. But it just seems like there are people out there just living the exact same life as you. Actually, I just saw a video not too long ago by Ceicocat, I think the name is. I think the video is called like the incel to trans pipeline. It's a really good video, actually. I would highly recommend it. Yeah, but at the end, she was talking about, you know, her life experience or whatever, and it's just like, is this person living the same life that I'm living? You know, with just a couple of the knobs turned in a different direction. Like it's just like, it's such a weird thing, you know. And that's another weird thing, actually, is that I seem to attract a lot of trans people, you know, or I seem to watch a lot of trans people too. But the thing is, like, so I'm not trans. Like I have never once in my life felt anything remotely resembling gender dysphoria, and I never will either. Like this is, I am a man, you know. I don't have any like dysphoria about the fact, like people call me sir, I am sir, you know, I am him, he, you know, whatever. Never, I'm not, I don't even consider myself like non-binary, you know. I think I'm slightly androgynous. I like this sort of androgynous look, rock star look, you know. But I have never had any discomfort with people calling me like him or he. But it's just, it's so strange to me that like what is that saying about me, that I watch transgender people and like feel like they're sort of doppelgangers, you know? Why are we the same people? Like what is that saying about me? It's very strange. It's like, it's just a very strange thing. I don't know. A lot of people were, I think there's some speculation. I've seen it in the comments before, people saying that I'm just like asexual or whatever. I just want to put it out there. I'm not asexual either. Like, I think, well, I know that I'm not asexual because I've absolutely had sort of sexual feelings towards people before. Like I know I'm fully capable of feeling those sorts of feelings. It's just, I feel like reality is just broken right now. I feel like there's some weird reality broken thing going on right now. But yeah, but I'm not asexual and I'm not trans. But Yeah, I don't know. I personally think I made a video a while ago called something like "I am a contextless blob of flesh." I think that has something to do with it. Like, we don't have context anymore. Um, there's like no social context, so there's no like way that I can perceive people other than like being contextless blobs of flesh. I don't know. I hope what I'm saying isn't just some like incoherent rambling of a fucking maniac walking around in school. But I don't know. Yeah, but I do want to make more night walks. I do want to just sort of like, I don't know. It's kind of cold out here. Um, I do want to make more YouTube videos. I want to do more like sort of live streaming on YouTube. Um, I feel like I would enjoy that more than just like making videos. Uh, I don't know. I just want to do something fun in my life. And I should say, like, I was talking all morose in that last sort of blog, or that last sort of video night walk thing. Um, I do think I still like. I wonder if that's not just a result of like me having way too high expectations about like how great reality should feel, like talking about like my feelings of emptiness after going to the Curtis Institute of Music. I wonder if that's not because I'm just like, I'm expecting like something way more than it is. uh, but even that is like, why would I be expecting so much more than it is, like, I mean, I did appreciate the talent of the performers, and like it was very nice. Like, it's nice to go down to Center City, Philadelphia, and just walk down the streets. Like, it's very pleasant to sort of walk in the city like that, or just walk next to the Schuylkill River, looking at the river. It's a very pleasant thing. I think part of me is just like, I'm just dying for that like exhilarating experience, like, I don't think it's like, walking down next to the river, it's a pleasant experience to do that. um and going to comedy clubs, that's a pleasant, fun, laughter experience, but it's not exhilarating. I want to do something exhilarating. um and I don't know how to, I don't know what exactly that means, but I just need something exhilarating in my life. I think that's mostly what I'm saying. There was a comment on the last video where it was like, he was saying he was thankful for the video and the drought of Adam, and I said something like, the drought of Adam has extended its creepy tendrils to all aspects of the life of Adam, because I haven't made music in a while. But that black hole of Adam, or whatever the hell it is definitely, the creepy tendrils seem to be receding. So I will be getting back to YouTube. There was something else I wanted to talk about as I keep smacking my lips. Yeah, it was a God. Well, I wish I could remember what it was. Yeah, but yeah. So I just think reality is broken right now, and yeah, I don't know. Maybe I will. End this journal. I remembered the other thing that I wanted to talk about, so I walked back here to this parking lot to talk about it, which was the fact that I don't know if therapy does anything. Like, I think it probably does. Like, I want to be very clear here. Me going out to like shows. I actually just very recently, a couple days ago, again with the girl, went to go see this band called 10,000 Maniacs. It's an old 80s/90s band that she wanted to see. I went with her because she came with a bunch of places with me, so she wanted to go see 10,000 Maniacs. So I went with her to see that, and that was pretty good. And I noticed when I went to go see 10,000 Maniacs that I didn't feel anything remotely resembling social anxiety when I went. Like, it was just like, we were packed in there real tight. We were right up close to the stage. We were right next to the stage watching the performers. I didn't feel anything resembling social anxiety the entire time. And like, it got me thinking, like, if I can get over my social anxiety in 4 times going out, or 4 or 5 or however many times I went out to go see like live events and stuff, then maybe I didn't actually have it to begin with. But I definitely do think that I had some thing like that. But yeah, so that aspect of therapy absolutely is working. But I notice sometimes it's like my moods. Like sometimes I get in sort of a morose or like, like gloomy sort of mood sometimes, my emo moods. I notice a lot of the time it seems almost directly connected to what I'm eating. Like sometimes like, well, I should be, I probably have a binge eating disorder. Just, full disclosure. Because I just go on these sort of ravenous binges probably like once or twice a week. It's not, it's not like a super bad one where I'm doing it like, 50 times a week or something. But, probably once or twice a week, I will have pretty intense binging sessions. Yeah, but I'll notice like this day or two after I will do the cheat day, like I'll just get in these like sort of really morose, or maybe morose is not the right word, but sort of like gloomy moods. And I'll start watching YouTube videos and just what I'm watching on YouTube will reflect my mood and sort of like, but I don't get in those moods. But you think like, oh, probably, it's just the past trauma or whatever causing your gloomy mood. But I don't think it is that. I think it's more just the fact that like I'm eating things that don't agree with my body, and then that is leading to me like sort of feeling not great for the day, because I do think that I have some digestive difficulties. I personally think, and this is just my theory, I could be wrong, I personally think that since I have hypermobile joints, I have sort of joint laxity, most of my joints, I probably have some lax intestines, like there's something about my stomach is lax and something about my small intestine is like really loose, so it probably lets in, like I probably have like leaky gut or something. And if I'm not really careful about what I'm eating, because I notice that when I eat things that are sort of coarse, like peanuts, like peanuts or like pork rinds or things that are really coarse, it seems to cause some like intestinal disturbances. And those intestinal disturbances, more than anything else, seem to be what's related to my mood fluctuations. Not so much like, just dwelling on the past or whatever. I don't even really dwell on the past, but, just sometimes I get in moods or whatever. And I think, I've probably been like this my whole life. I've probably had sort of lax intestines. And I kind of wonder how much that, being in an inflamed state or just having like weird digestive issues has, caused my brain to develop. Like, I wonder if it's caused me to develop any sort of abnormalities somewhere in my brain that caused me to have sort of like weird mood disorders or like, something like that. I don't think I have any mood disorders, but, things like that. Yeah, so I wonder how much of, therapy, exploring, the things that happened in my past. Like, I wonder how much that would still affect me if I actually did not have digestive issues or what I think are digestive issues. But I don't know, I don't know how much of it is just that, or, because I didn't have the, there was some shit that happened in the past with me that I will not get into now, but I don't know how much of that is like, but I mean, it's like, but this is the thing that I do, this is the thing that me and my therapist talk about, is that I try to logic my way out of feeling things, because I'm just very skeptical of my emotions all the time. So I don't know, maybe I just should like not be so quick to judge my feelings, or just like write them off as not real, or whatever the hell I'm doing now. But yeah, so that was the thing that I wanted to say. But yeah, so okay, that's the night walk. Goodbye.